How does a $10 hypercar compare to a $1 million hypercar? That's what we're testing today in the Crew 2. One of us in a... Oh.
I thought you kind of paused. I was like, oh, my turn. Hello, Vintage Slam here, guys. Welcome. How's it going? I'm going to take over the video for now because
one of us in a $10 hypercar. One of us in a $10 hypercar, and one of us with all the bells and whistles of a $1 million hypercar, gone head to head to see which one is the best.
Yeah.
Vintage Slam, I've brought you here today. I mean, you already know, you were there in the intro, for a specific challenge. This is the $10 versus $1 million hypercar challenge.
I'm gonna be honest. I've got a bit of a confession to make. I'm poor.
So we'll put you in the $10 hypercar. How is this video gonna have a $10 hypercar when the cheapest hypercar is like 500k or something? Well, simple enough. This 2 weeks in the Crew 2, the 5th year anniversary edition special bundle, which is for $7 or 1 crew credit or $10 depending on season pass or whatever. It's all confusing. And yes, with the season pass, there's one car that falls almost exactly at $1 million. A beauty of Italian heritage with a V8 engine underneath the hood and a 0 to 60 of 2.8 seconds. The car I'm gonna be going with for the $1 million price range is the absolute beauty, the Ferrari 488 Pista. The car with an amazing looking engine on the inside. I don't think Vintage could beat this in any way possible.
Hello.
Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no, the Corvette convertible as the 10. You know what? If they were gonna give any hypercar away for $10, they picked the right one to just give away.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Frank's Steakhouse is a failing business. He needed to make some money.
It was the old company car, you know. They just tossed it away. Caught it on eBay.
So now it's in. I wouldn't say it's in good hands, but it is in hands. So
this thing's fresh off the lot. Yes. So you can see my choice is the Ferrari 488 Pista. Sits at exactly 999,000 bucks. Crew credits would be a lot more.
And yeah, mine is the Corvette. Don't know the other name for it, but you know, I'm big and dumb like the Americans.
It's like ZR1, ZR1, you know, they did a good job picking an American car, because you see Americans with like Mustangs as their first car, so I think a cheap car does reek of American. I'll give you that.
No, let's not go straight on the Americans right now. You know, 4th of July, you got to let them have their day.
Oh, actually, yes, this is
all of them lot.
This is being filmed just a day after 4th of July, so, but I can't back that because
Italia
backing the Italian heritage of this thing. The car that, look, there was cars close to 1 million, but one car that was pretentious enough to be at 1 million was absolutely the Ferrari 488 Pista.
I'm backing the Americans. I'm big, I'm loud, I love burgers, and it's goddamn cheap. Goddamn, listen to the freedom in this. Listen to the freedom in that.
Picked up a car for the price of a burger.
Yeah.
Alright, so we will be tested on 3 things, Vintage Slam. First and foremost, we will make our way over to... It's a parallel parker's nightmare. We will make our way over to customize these absolute beauties. That will be the first challenge. We have to make these in our 2 themes, the cheap car and the expensive car, customize them, and we will have a winner decided after this segment. So off we set. Now for the real Top Gear vibe, because that's what this challenge is, we'll go on a little cruise to there as well.
Oh, how American of that man right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to see.
Shocking behavior. disgusting behavior. We did start at Mount Rushmore, which, you know, it's definitely, it's all in your favor right now, which makes it definitely very unfortunate for me.
It is. You can hear the freedom behind you.
The freedom mobile. Oh no. I don't even know the specs of that thing. I know this thing's got a V8 because I googled it.
This thing sounds like it's got a V8.
Yeah, it's the Crew 2.
Oh my god.
They probably copy-paste the V8 onto everything.
They probably do. But yeah, no, I think this thing's pretty quick in
You
real
lead
life.
the way while I Google.
Okay.
You are running, Vintage Slam, a supercharged 6.2-liter V8, which pushes a fierce 755 horsepower with a 0 to 60 of 3 seconds. Your 0 to 60 is like 0.6 or something lower than mine. So I've got that edge on you. But then you consider we're in the Crew 2.
We are, and anything's possible in the Crew 2.
Anything goes. A Lamborghini Countach being better than every car in street? Yeah, sure, why not? A Mitsubishi 3000 GT having the highest top speed over every car in street? For sure, who cares?
I think this thing's got a solid chance.
I mean, the other things we're testing it on, the non-customization themed testing, because that's where I think I'm gonna fail. I'm in a Ferrari. They don't like allowing customization.
Yeah. You can't do much, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think I've got the $1 million hypercar at the expense of the most pretentious car brand imaginable.
That is a very good point.
Italy, well, I don't even know what does Italy do?
I'll tell you
do
what.
Anything?
They do make good food.
You could say they roam around.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. That was a pretty good joke.
Well, that's just a piece of what I got coming. Oh dear, this is not the kind of neighborhood a car like this should be driving through.
This is the kind of neighborhood this car should be driving through there.
Bro, Frank is in one of these.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe you're going back to where you picked this car up to head back and customize it.
We are indeed. This is where I picked up Frank's famous steakhouse car.
This is where the producers have led us. We are at the official Chicago used car lot.
And it's so good, I can't even get inside.
You can't even get... They don't want it back. That's what it is. They got it out and we're like, lock him out now. So I'll leave you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I've got a secret idea to get in there.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
Get a police escort in there.
Police escort in. Now they can't refuse me.
The budget of SidWaj Crew Top Gear is up.
Don't look at that. That's still the Corvette. That's still the Corvette.
So you'll be able to tell the name of the game with my one was obviously Subtlety. And that's because Ferrari don't let you do anything to your car. I couldn't even put on Italian nitro. So you can see I've gone with a subtle build here. I've got the gold livery, which is subtle. We've got some customizations all over it. I realized I had a bunch of customizations already on it, which I just wasn't even paying attention to. We got white walls. Look, I could have gone gold vanity tires of some kind, but I didn't. Because that doesn't represent Italian beauty, Italian heritage. What the galloping horse stands for. We've got an Italian gas cover thing. We'll go into this little tent. Just a look.
Hello.
Oh no! Oh no! What is that?
Fancy seeing you here. I mean, if you didn't know,
What
it's a
have you
Corvette.
done to it? Oh no! That is, I knew you were broke. I didn't know you were style bankrupt.
Hey, this style, priceless.
That's one of those rims. One of those rims, a $5. Like, those are terrible. Oh no, Why have you got a sparking underclothing?
Because it's bottom out. You know, so the engine's broken on it.
Something's hanging off underneath.
Yeah,
like...
yeah. And then, as you can see, I oversprayed on the window, so I accidentally put the stripes on the window.
I see. Yes, it was cheaply done, right? It wasn't. You just
yeah.
You just bought the stickers off Amazon. Just got your cousin to do them.
Exactly.
What's the UFO?
I don't know. It was just when I bought the car, you know, I thought, why not bring the aliens along?
You know what? They can have it. If they want to abduct that thing, they can take it. Well, me on the other hand, you can see I chose to style out my Italian whip here. I went to look money, cause look, we're talking new money here. Money looks like money, so we got white walls, we got gold, we got the Italian all over it, we got the white walls, which I already said. Just wait till you get a look at this.
Let's see it.
Oh,
he's got the bucks smoke.
I've already burnt out more bucks clouds than bucks your car was worth.
You actually have.
I actually have.
I want to see the nitro though. I want to see what nitro
we went with. Oh.
Hang on, let's have a look.
We went with the gold spitting nitro. Did you see that? Those are 24 karat real gold shavings shoved in the engine. I don't know how healthy that is for the engine.
My god.
I
need to show you what my...
Oh
because
no.
I've spent a lot of time on this. I've spent a lot of time on this. So first of all, the smoke.
Sparks. I see that. Yeah, the smoke's not loaded. Yeah. There you go.
The nitro. We can't afford it.
It's not there, you know. It's old school. They couldn't afford enough pixels to render it.
Couldn't afford the nitro. That's how poor we are.
I'm looking at it. You got the Black Panther logo there. The car's taking sponsors now just to stay afloat.
Yeah.
So, our producers, have told us that there's new created races in the crew, and in fact, someone has even made a Salt Flats 1 point to the other point drag race. It's a bit wonky, but it's what we're gonna have to run with. This is going to straight away fully test the speed of our cars, and that is challenge 2. I just realized as well, these cars that we're pitting head to head, they're both the same rated stock as well. We're not putting parts on these things. We're keeping them like this. This is the raw test. We're at the Race Creator, the new Race Creator feature in the crew too. Of course, head down there, subscribe, and join the Discord to share your own made races. But where is our Pista? Here we go. The flat out test. We're both exactly the same rated stock, which I wasn't expecting. So this is going to be a completely fair test. No NOS, and...
we're off.
Okay, you've instantly got the better launch.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm gaining though. I'm gaining though. Okay. We're distancing. Are we gonna go? I think.
You got one.
I mean, we're gonna have to wait till top speed, I guess.
Oh, hang on. I'm gaining.
No.
Oh, I'm gaining.
No.
I think it's too late though. I think it's too late for me.
It's not this road, it's the next road over. No, you're actually gaining.
Oh,
wait,
I'm gaining.
No.
I'm gaining.
No. No.
Power.
But I had it. I was.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
There's no way. There's no way.
2 miles
Please. 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 There's no way. I had it.
It's a beautiful finish.
No!
I've hit a cone. I've hit a cone.
I've hit a cone as well.
Oh my god, you're catching up. You're catching up. You're catching up. You're catching up. Oh my god.
I accidentally swerved into the slip, yet I still can't gain. That American power.
Come on. No. Give me that power. Give me that power.
No, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, that's terrible. All I had was mid-range. I had nothing other than mid-range.
You know what? That was actually a really close race.
That was, you gapped me on the launch. It seemed like I was gone after that with the mid-range. And then you just, the top end, you just went off. If I didn't catch a bit of slipstream there for a minute, there's no way I would have even been close to you by the end there. And even after slingshotting on the slip a little bit, was still very, 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 like, wasn't even able to overtake.
That's fair enough. Looks like the $10 hypercar
The $10
is in the lead.
Wow, the $10 hypercar outmatched the $1 million hypercar. Money really can't buy speed, except in the real world. Like, have
Can buy
fun,
freedom.
Have fun. I mean, you can buy freedom, I guess, but freedom for the low price of $10. Come down to Frank's, whatever Frank does.
Yeah, whatever Frank did anyway. I don't think he does much now. But...
No, not anymore, considering he had to liquidate the company and sell the car.
Yeah. Poor Frank.
Poor Frank. Justice for Frank.
Comment Rip Frank.
Rest in
comment
peace,
Rip Frank.
You know, all revenue
Rip
from this video goes to Frank.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see what's next on the agenda. So, Vintage Slam, it seems the producers have flown us over to Vegas from the Salt Flats. Of course, they would try and get the absolute cheapest flights imaginable. But, I mean, considering they got you in that car, I can imagine you're not enjoying the day at all.
You know what? Surprisingly good.
But we've, of course, gone to Las Vegas Airport because that was the closest airport to St. George. And now we've been told to drive 16 miles to our next race location. We gotta get a pay rise for this behavior. They can't keep giving Frank all the money.
I know, Frank. He was a humble man. We liked him, but I don't know. I'm starting to express some anger.
Yeah.
Some resentment. Why are they treating Frank so good?
Why is he
us?
getting all this treatment? Oh, gives us one car and all of a sudden he runs the show now. You know,
Oh, no.
I heard he sold his car so he could produce this show right here, actually.
Wait, I thought Frank owned a steakhouse.
And he sold it to now produce a Crew 2 Top Gear ripoff and give us bad things to do.
So he didn't even sell his car.
He got rid of the Frank House Company car and sold it to himself.
Yeah,
That's some tax write-off behavior is what that was. I think we report Frank to the IRS is what happens here.
I think he deserves it. I think, you know what?
Then he won't be
Rip
sending us
Frank-
on these road trips.
Absolutely. Instead of Rip Frank in the comments, screw Frank in the comments.
Yeah,
like,
report Frank to the IRS.
Yeah, screw you, Frank.
Yeah, screw Frank.
I hope we get our money back and you lose it all.
After being reminded we can be fired, we love producer Frank, you know? Frank's the best, actually. And Frank has told us to talk about these cars, I guess. So you know what? I'll bring up an interesting thing. You may know I run a podcast, the Stick Drift Podcast, a podcast for all things car culture, racing games, and motorsports. And there's a headline that just came to mind while we're cruising here in our new customized cars. That was a headline that we still joke about to this day on the podcast. That was Corvette, and it wasn't the one you're in. It's the, wait. We can take the damn route here.
Ooh.
It was the Corvette, the C8, right? And it was the Corvette C8. America's Ferrari. And we found that very, very, very funny. But it's perfect. Because here I am in a Ferrari. There you are in a Corvette.
America's Ferrari.
In America's
Oh.
Ferrari. And
Oh
as
my
far
God,
as American and Italian cars go as a whole, if we were to back both of our cars, I would have to say the prestige of Italian cars runs deep.
It's very high. I mean, as much as I'm not really into supercars, I can respect a Lamborghini.
Got
I can
Lamborghini,
respect a Ferrari.
Maserati.
A Maserati. You like Maseratis?
And I mean, American, you know, you got it where you need it. I don't know where you got it, frankly, but you got it under the hood.
I got it from Frank.
You know,
Yeah, frankly,
you got it
I
from
did
Frank
get it
is
from
where
Frank.
you got it. Yeah, there you go.
Frankly, I got it from Frank. So,
But you got it under the hood, you know. You got the cheap cars. You got just got your license driving a Mustang with 1,000 horsepower under the hood. The demons and the SRT Hellcats. The muscle of America runs deep.
it is, yeah. It's very... I mean, it goes back, doesn't it? From the what was it? Was it the fuel crisis or something like that?
Yeah.
And then, by the way, shout out to Donut for that episode right there. So I know all this information. I'm just gonna be honest.
There you go.
But yeah, no. So yeah, it runs deep. There's a lot of muscle cars. You know, the hot rodding scene and all the other stuff. So America's got that. And every time you think of America, you think of big old V8. And every time you think of, you know, Italy, you think of like a luxury,
Yeah.
you know, boutique, high-end, bespoke.
Something expensive, something that you'd go, oh, when you see. Whack out the
Exactly.
phone, you know.
Just like the Fiat Panda.
Just like the Fiat Panda, yes. I'll get the phone out every time I see one of those. I'll go, yo, is that a Fiat Panda? Should have had that as the $1 million hypercar.
We should have.
But the issue with American muscle really is what happens from here, you know? When everything's electric, what's considered a muscle car anymore? What can be deemed muscle when muscle's defined by what's under the engine? Is it just going to be the shape of the car? The heritage? Is it just going to be a muscle car because it was a Mustang, but now it's electric?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think they're still going to class it as a muscle car, but I don't think in reality it will be a muscle car.
No.
I mean, the great example of that is the new Dodge.
The Dodge, yeah, because
the electric one.
What deems it a muscle car? Is it just because it's got the Dodge, the Charger badge, the Dodge badge, and the heritage of being there? With Italy, you know, the sports cars, you could just whack some double A's in them, and there you go, right? Eco-friendly.
Exactly.
You don't need to do much to get them. The sports car meshes a lot nicer with this new EV change.
Yeah, I think muscle cars in general, I think they're going to take a big hit. You know, because you want a muscle car to be a muscle car, you know, hence why everyone's into the Demons and the Hellcats and, you know, all of that. I think if they all go electric, I don't know, people might just not want to associate them with muscle cars. Muscle cars might be the golden era.
Especially where that car is from in America. You see a lot of, oh, well, why would I get an EV when I can get a big old gas guzzling Ford Raptor truck, right? Maybe not in the cities where it's just actively an inconvenience to have anything that big, but definitely anywhere that isn't a city, you see a lot of stigma to the electric cars still.
Yeah, no, I mean, even in England here, it's still a bit like, oh, he's got a Tesla, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, or why would you get an EV? Oh, well, we can barely hear it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't know, I mean,
your engine sounds an MP4. Like, it's
yeah, it is. It's an MP3 file. It's quite literally an MP3
It's an MP3 file, you know? Like, you can't pull up to the car me going, you know?
Yeah.
It's shocking.
But you can charge your phone.
There you go. You can charge your phone, though.
How times have changed.
The future, whoa! Basically in Wall-E, we are.
We are. I think it feels like it's heading that way as well with everything, especially AI. Insane. I know we're getting a bit off topic here, but
float off topic.
AI, it's scary. It's scary.
You know what? Like, DALL-E generated one terrible image, and then the whole industry exploded. Like, I feel like it was a month ago, it feels like, that I put The Rock holding a rock into DALL-E because everyone was like, look, AI generated. And now it's like, what, there's AIs for Photoshop, there's AIs for writing, there's AIs for searching, there's AIs in Snapchat, there's AIs in Facebook, there's AIs everywhere all of a sudden. Yeah, and on that note, these two AIs reach the location where we now find out our next challenge, which this just in from Frank. He's a scumbag. Oh, wait, no. What he said was, we're going to be doing the Rush custom-made hypercar race. And
I'm not going to lie. I'm in a rush to get out of this car.
Well, I can imagine. Well, it's a 12-mile sprint. The last section of this race will cater to your very good in a straight line car. But the beginning is where I hold all the power. hopefully we don't know how these handle yet.
We do not.
So the final race is right back through the way we came in a rush to finish this challenge.
I'm gonna be frank with you. Can't wait.
Here we go.
Oh, perfect start there. Perfect start there. Oh,
Here
we're
we
using
go.
nitro. Okay.
Oh, we can use nitro, absolutely. This one's the skill.
Sorry to leave you in my dust.
Already gapping me already. Oh no, it's already ahead.
Wait, what? Oh, you already had. Hang on,
we got the slip here is the issue. See, there's no collision in this race.
Do you prefer collision in a race or not?
Ooh, for something like this, I think I would, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But then again, I kind of like it, you know, because then it's a proper fair.
It's just slipstream makes it just like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Here we go. Italian handling, come on!
Not quite, my friend.
Oh,
not
no.
quite.
Ah!
American power.
I wasn't sure if I could get around that turn. I was a bit on the fence.
Well, don't get on the fence and get in your car. That's what I say.
There you go.
That was a pretty terrible joke.
I didn't get the joke.
Because he's on the fence and you're meant to be in the car, but you're on the... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got an American sense of humor.
In other news, it seems like my Italian power is paying off. So far, through the tourney section, I've managed to create a gap. It's just how long can I keep this gap for? Especially considering I'm essentially just making the gap so I have more of a window to survive the straight section of the race.
I am catching up a little bit here.
The white walls aren't doing me well. We should have put on race tires. Oh no. I'm pissed at this happening right now.
Wait, what was that a joke? Was that a pun?
It's the 488 Pista. It's the car. It's the Pista. So Pista. Yeah.
I think we vetted the wrong guy for the job.
No! How have you made that? I was banking on you bombing that turn. No.
That thing is flying.
We're off. But this to me looks like the straight now. Oh no. Now I gotta get in a rush.
This is what I need.
Come on. Just got the full rest of this race to go.
No, I've got to be really careful here. I can't mess up. If I mess up, it's game over and I've messed up. No, I've brought it back. I think you might win. I'm struggling.
We've got 20% still to go. We know for a fact that thing can beat this thing in a straight line.
It can, but don't forget, you have got nitrous.
True.
So you can keep that speed up. It's going to prevent me from catching up. I don't think I'm going to make it. 10% left. It's
10%. 90. 91. 92. I need to make sure I'm going the right way. 93. No. 95.
What a
3. No. 2. And we go to the scorecard.
I was close as well.
Oh, he's off. And just by that much, that close of a race the whole way, that's surprising. That, like, these two cars are the same rated. The coincidence there of these two being the same rated is great too. Back to the studio. And here we are back at the studio. Yes. The beautiful underground. Well, it's not underground. It's above ground. It's the floor. It's the bottom floor, though. You know, whatever.
Well, it's in the building.
It's in a building, so I guess it's whatever. But here we are in the studio, and yes, here in front of a very nice 2 garage doors to park in front of. Vintage Slam. Now we run through the results. So, in the drag race, you Vintage Slam. All I had was mid-range. I had nothing other than mid-range.
I won.
You won. You did win, which does put you 1 on the board from the drag race, which is impeccably unfortunate. You got off the launch. I overtook. You morally gave up. You were like, oh, I think you've won this. Yeah. And then just I couldn't even catch up to you. But then when we get over to the race that we just did, that one, And we go to the scorecards.
I was close as well.
Oh,
my
it is
God.
off. I happen to have won in the
Yes.
$1 million hypercar. Proving that, you know, all around, I guess still go with the 1 million. But if you just want the raw speed, go for the $10, I guess. Or go for whatever car you want, sure. And for the final thing that we did do first, and you can tell who the winner is, really. You can very much tell.
You can.
It's
me
obvious.
with my car. It looks good. It sounds good. It's American.
It's obviously mine. Mine was the winner.
I disagree. I think my car.
You're
looks
saying
cool.
that was the better car. This thing is it is chrome gold. Chrome gold wasn't the best decision, but mine is clearly the better car. No shadow of a doubt.
I don't know. I mean, you say it's that, and then I look at it and I'm like, well, it's that as well, you know.
This is the I'm him of cars. This is the car. All right. I don't want to hear it.
This was the I was him of cars.
Until I got sold by Frank.
Yeah, goddamn Frank.
It's the Frank. Well, I guess then, considering we're tied on the races, we're gonna have to chuck it to the audience. So, down there, comment who you think designed the better looking car out of the $1 million hypercar and the $10 hypercar. This was a very different type of video. Thank you so much for sticking through. We could have just done the races, but where's the fun in that? I'm looking at it, we've both got very similar headlight shape too. I mean, like, we're both yellowy, kind of, like, now that I look at it, you know? We're
Yeah.
brothers in arms, really. Well, thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, an insane thank you to star members, Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and a Mystic Ghost, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members, Bad at Games 02, and Liam2Drip. That's about it from both of us. Check out Vintage. His link is in the description in a bit.